Donor families this evening. So please welcome Molly Jackson.
Good evening. Thank you so much. When I speak, I usually don't read things word for word, but I wrote down my talk tonight because I feel that imparting hope is too sacred of a thing to leave to winging it and to chance. So I'm going to share somewhat more of a scripted talk with you tonight. I'd like to start off by talking about scars. Some scars are seen and some are unseen, but I know everyone in this room has them. And I want to tell you a little bit about my scars. Of course, I have the usual scars that we accumulate in our childhood. I have a little one on my eye that I got from jumping on the bed and falling off and hitting the metal bed frame. And I have a really great scar on my knee that I earned while rollerblading at midnight through the streets of Provo and hitting an unforeseen patch of gravel. And I have the small and unseen scars of past unrequited loves and deep disappointments, loneliness, and hurt. But nothing compares to the scars that I live with now. The scars that only those of us who have lost a loved one can understand. And sometimes we're the only one who can see them or see them in others. But before I tell you too much about my scars, I want to share a quote from a book that I just finished reading. It's called Little Bee. Little Bee is a Nigerian girl who has lost many loved ones and been through some horrific experiences, including staying in an immigration deportation facility for 2 years without ever seeing the light of day. But she says something that I want you to listen to. I ask you right here, please agree with me that a scar is never ugly. That is what the scar makers want us to think. But you and I, we must make an agreement to defy them. We must see all scars as beauty. Okay? This will be our secret. The soul-searing pain and opening of my psychological scars began on a beautiful Sunday in May of 2008. After primping for church and finally making it out the door with my soon-to-be 2-year-old daughter, Lucy, we sat restlessly in our pew for as long as we could before needing to take her little bundle of energy out to the foyer to distract her and console her. We realized she wasn't going to settle down, and we took her out to the car and buckled her into her car seat, where I handed her a small Tupperware bowl of thinly sliced apples. She took an apple slice in each hand, and that's when she began to choke. That's when I called for my husband. That's when he administered the Heimlich maneuver. That's when my eyes locked with hers for the last time. That's when friends and medical professionals rushed out of the church building, and eventually the Life Flight helicopter whisked her body away. That's when I knew I would never be the same. The irreversible wounds would become scars I would carry with me the rest of my life. But the deepest cut came when I held her in my arms and the organ harvesting team wheeled her down the hallway to the yellow line where I gave my daughter's body away. I knew that scar would be my most beautiful. I heard later, after Mrs. Grandmother's reverently dressed her for the burial, of the long scars on her body where her organs were extracted to save the lives of other scarred and scared souls. Not only do her recipients share her organs, they share her scars. For every grieving face I see here tonight, There is another living face out there in the world sharing the scars of your loved ones. In short 7 weeks from now, I am due to give birth to a little girl on Lucy's birthday. Bringing her into the world will be painful and no doubt leave some scarring. But the beauty that comes with this new life and these new scars will be worth the pain. A healing balm. I know everyone here tonight has scars, and some are still very tender and raw and maybe even still bleeding. Others have tightened and hardened over the years, but they are there. But I want you to remember our agreement that we made at the beginning with little b, that scars are beautiful. Sometimes people have to look away because they can see too much beauty, and we can't blame them. So be proud of your scars and the more than honorable scars left on the bodies of those we love and those we buried. There will be healing. You will experience healing balms in your own life that will soothe the sting. Have faith that your scars will become more elastic and you will be able to bend and stretch and live your life with greater range of motion. Embracing the scars you share with your departed and knowing you hold a beauty, a wisdom, a perspective, a gift, and a knowledge that the scarless will never know. Thank you.